Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 132, so let's get things started. Alright, so firstly, you'll notice the balance remains the same as yesterday, no change. Because like I mentioned, I didn't enter any trade for yesterday. Today, I did enter a couple of trades, but that's not the experimental trade setup. And yeah, so that's the main thing. Alright, in terms of the market updates, you can see that the key transition from yesterday to today was basically a switch from bullish market structure to bearish. In fact, it does look like potentially you can see this a higher high and a lower low per se. You can see potentially price action does speak that there could be some short-term bearish momentum with this bearish engulfing candlestick. And also as this price continue to go upward, you can see a reduce in momentum of the S&P 500 by the MACD itself. And similarly on the Nasdaq, even though it break above, it's actually breaking strongly downwards with similarly a bearish engulfing candlestick. On the MACD itself, it's more or less rather neutral, remaining relatively flat. So if you compare it to here, similarly you have the bearish divergence. So short-term wise, we could see potential retracement and downside to retest the low there as well. Potentially you could choose to add in terms of long-term dollar cost averaging approach. And for ASHR, similarly, you got a gap, which is similarly as what I mentioned. I do not trade for ASHR and KWEB because you tend to have this kind of gap structure, which means that if you are in the right direction, the wrong direction, you generally will have a much larger than expected slippage in terms of stop losses wise. But for long-term investment, that's fine. And for KWEB, similarly, no issue. I would say it's more tightly consolidating. So unlike ASHR, I would say it's more bullish, or even compared to the rest, I would lean towards more bullish. But similarly, you do see the bearish engulfing candlestick with a slight increase of volume, but it's nothing too significant in that sense. And finally, for Bitcoin wise, so we do see some sort of a supportive candlestick over here. However, the price does not seem to be breaking much strongly above it. So potentially we could face some short-term retracement to retest this 16,500 region near the 50 simple moving average on the daily chart. On the 4-hourly chart, and also this is the weekly structure, weekly support. So 16K is something that I'm looking to add in terms of long-term wise. Looking at the 4-hourly chart, so potentially if there's some sort of a small bounce over here and consolidation right above the support, then potentially I could enter in a short setup once it breaks below this 17.5K region or below this 200 simple moving average region to enter a short until it's near around here, the 16.5K region. So I said that could be a potential setup to enter a short, but I still want clearer signal. However, noting the fact that because the daily chart remains bullish, price remains above the 200 simple moving average, if I were to enter a short, it will be clearly fixed risk to reward setup rather than the trailing stop loss approach. And preferably, I do want some consolidation over here first before entering a short. Rather than if it's a clean break, then I would not be looking for a short because there will likely be a stronger pullback in that sense. Otherwise, that's more or less the update I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.